Why do I have pins in the quilt? That's a great question. Okay, so when I showed the unquilted center, we could see those pins in there. I didn't even think about mentioning why I did that. So when I'm quilting on a long arm, as I work my way down, that whole section needs to be quilted or stabilized before I move on. That means, like, let's say I want to wait and do my borders last. I need to stabilize those as I go, because what will happen is it will shift and I'll get tucks on the front. I saved the center of the quilt for the very last because I had no idea what I was going to do. So as I worked my way down, I used those corsage pins to help stabilize the fabric, and so I could come back to it when I was done with the rest of the quilt. That's not something I do a whole lot. Usually I just like to hit it while I'm there, but I couldn't decide what to quilt there, so it's kind of like taking a test. You just skip the question and come back to it. So that's why those are there. I could do basting stitches on my long arm, but the great thing about pins is if I put them parallel to the bar, they'll just roll up with the quilt, and I can take a pin out as I start quilting. Now on a sit-down machine, that's not necessary because you've already stabilized your whole quilt sandwich, so you don't have to do that, but that's what those pins are for.